Hello and welcome to another update video about HBAR. On the HBAR chart, we have seen really good performance and HBAR broke out above that 10-cent level. I think yesterday when I recorded the last video, the price was just sort of stuck below the 10-cent mark. And we had two recent signals on this chart, two bullish signals, you could say, at least in the short term. The first one was basically the reversal in our support zone. And the next one was here, the breakout above our breakout point. Here, the green line at around 10 cents, just below 10 cents. So there's something for everybody, something for breakout traders and something for pullback traders, basically. The problem I have with this structure is still that it is not very clear what exactly it is. I'm leaning towards the white count. Yeah, but yellow is possible as well. Yellow would be embedded in a different subwave structure. So let me explain the two. From an Elliott Wave point of view, yeah, we are dealing here possibly with an ABC structure. Really, really ugly structure. This would be short-term less bullish than yellow, but the yellow one is very much speculative, but it's possible. So in this, in the white count, the move up from the January lows, 2023, to February highs was an A wave, a B wave pullback, came very deep, yeah. And also the wave one that happened afterwards was very corrective. So I'm labeling that as an AB, and then the C wave is an ending diagonal. Wave one topped, wave two pullback. Wave three is an ABC structure. And the C wave topped here just below 10 cents. Fourth wave bottomed in our support zone, overlap with wave one, absolutely acceptable in such a scenario, in an ending diagonal. And the fifth wave might be unfolding right now. So if this is the scenario, before we think about what comes next, we need to understand what would be a sort of a level to watch for that fifth wave. Well, what I normally do is I take the length of the A wave, I go to the low of the B wave, sorry, it's down here. And then we're looking for the 100% extension. That was already reached at 11 cents. Basically, the price got already rejected. So technically speaking, it's possible that this ABC structure is now done. However, you know, we need to see some kind of a more clear topping structure here. We need to see it come down more aggressively, and then we can say, okay, possibly all 5 waves in wave C are done. We have an ABC structure complete. However, until then, it's possible it extends further. Next levels, because the C wave can easily extend, next levels are 14 cents and 20.8 cents. I have to say, though, it does start to look a bit strange when we break above the 14-cent level. Then it starts to look like the yellow count. And the yellow count is a different structure, and I will explain that to you in a minute. So, but what happens if the white count has topped? Well, if the white count has topped, then this could, again, this ABC that I've got there, let me change the wave degree, then I can show it better. That ABC could just be part of a larger A wave, which then will come down in the B wave again, and we get a larger C wave rally. It would be based on a different assumption. Yeah, looking at the bigger picture. This would not be a third wave. Yeah, but it's an ABC structure, and that could form a larger A, then a B wave, and a C wave. I will, by the way, take out that support area now. We don't need that. I will also, now I'm leaving that line in place, but I make it a little bit thinner. Don't need that. Okay, at least that we get a little bit more, a cleaner chart. Yeah. Also here, this ABC, we take it out. Okay, and that basically gives you some levels to watch, especially here the 11-cent level, 14 cents. Okay, you know, what happens if the market just continues to escalate? Well, then I would have to say we're dealing possibly here with the yellow count. Yellow count indicates also wave 2 bottomed here in January 2023, but we're dealing with a large diagonal. Wave 1 I will change the color in a minute, wave 2. This here would have to be some kind of an A, B, C structure, and would be a third wave, then a fourth, and a fifth. Basically something like a leading diagonal. And I would actually have to have it on the chart already. Basically it would be this, wave 1, something like that. Okay, the problem is it starts to get very long. Such a wave 1, circle wave 1, should ideally not, to keep the proportions. Okay, that's fair enough. Should ideally not get above 45 cents. So that's a key marker. Also here, looking at the bigger picture, the 17.3 cent level seems to be relevant. So for a bullish market, to be honest, that yellow count is definitely worth considering. Okay, in which we're dealing with a leading diagonal to the upside in circle wave 1. Very speculative count, but absolutely valid. Okay, and then the question is obviously, okay, what could wave 3 of that circle wave 1 reach? And well, we're looking at, I think a reasonable target might be sort of 21 cents, the 1.618 extension, the way this is going at the moment. Yeah, just sort of some levels to watch. I think, you know, what's relevant now, watch the 11 cent level. Seems like it wants to break it. If it doesn't, we're in the white count. If it does and also exceeds above 14, I think we're in yellow. And then at least we get a bit of clarity. So that's my update about HBAR. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.